What's up guys, Taylor with TK Disc Golf, and today we are reviewing the Nomad from James Conrad's new line of discs produced by MVP Disc Sports. This new putter has the flight numbers 2 speed, 4 glide, 0 turn, and 1 fade, making it a super straight putter off the tee, whether you have moderate power or high power. If you're a lower power player, you will find a nice straight flight with a very predictable finish. For putting, I think it's going to be really useful for people with a spin putt, but hey, let's go to the field, see how it flies. Later on, we're going to take it to the course, and then we're going to do a little bit of putting. Starting off with some Hyster Releases, the disc really holds it very well from start to finish. Pretty straight for the first 50-60% of the flight, and then that last little bit, it has a nice forward penetrating fade. When you're throwing it flat though, this is where this disc really shines. Some discs that are advertised as being neutral require a little bit of a hyzer flip to get to a really laser straight flight. Not this one. If you have a moderate power or really just any good putting form, if you have high power as well, you can get this to fly absolutely laser straight when thrown board flat, or if you throw it with a little bit of anhyzer flex, like just the tiniest bit, it's going to fly laser straight for you. The anhyzer releases, those are really fun as well. Just throw it nice and left of your target, let it pan right back to center, and it's going to land nice and flat for you, leaving no rollaways, no cut, nothing. Just a super nice panning anhyzer shot as well. Taking the Nomad out to the course though, there's several shots where I think this disc is going to shine over things like the Proxy or the Pilot, the Ohm, where those types of discs are used for very straight shots. It's just all in how you release them. Those discs all have a little bit of high speed turn, versus the Nomad has 0 turn and 1 fade. So really this disc, to get it to fly straight, requires you to throw it absolutely board flat, which is very useful for my arm speed and my style of throwing. If you really rely on the hyzer flip, this disc may not be for you if you're trying to get a laser straight line at it. It would be really helpful on more of a hyzer line. But for me, if there's a shot where there's some danger to the right, I don't trust the Ohm or the Pilot if I overexert those discs and they get a little bit too much drift or turn to the right to get myself in danger. I'm going to reach for the Nomad because I know A, it's not going to do that, and then if I throw it flat and it doesn't, and it fades out a little bit, it's only going to fade like maybe 10 to 15 feet to the left of my target, still leaving me inside the circle, and very much a very workable disc regardless of how it leaves my hand. Lastly, let's talk about putting. So since 2013, I've been using the Ion as my main putting putter. The Nomad is basically if the Ion and the Ohm had a baby. The Ohm has a nice, modern, low-profile feel in the hand, microscopic bead. The Ion is a traditional, old-school, deeper dish putter, nice, jumbo-sized bead, and the Nomad fits directly in between those. Basically take the core of the Ohm, nice, low profile, a little bit bigger bead, and you get the Nomad. Very similar flight numbers to the Ion, and in the hand it feels very close. It just feels like more of a modern style putter. It doesn't have that deep dish feel, it just feels nice and comfortable in my hand. However, I don't know if I'm going to switch to it just yet, only because I've only thrown it like the one round. I mean, it'll take a lot of time to sit there, kick the Ion out of my bag just because I've been using it for so long. But the things I did notice and I did like is the disc doesn't drift right on me. It just releases where I release it at the basket. If I miss right, it's going right. If I miss left, it's going left. Versus the Ion, sometimes I release it nice and board flat, and mine are pretty beat in and they already have a little bit of high speed turn. I have more of a spin putt, and those Ions sometimes will drift right at target of where I released them, versus the Nomad, that 0 turn really helps with that. It just keeps it nice and dead straight for my spin style putt. Alrighty guys, that concludes our review video of the Nomad, James Conrad's newest putter from MVP. If you like what you saw, be sure to go pick one up from your local retailer, and if you want to start to putt like the 2021 World Champion, this is your start. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on all of our videos, and we'll see you on the next one.